Floating with pink color.
It's just beautiful.
And look at the leaves too. When you see the leaves, it has that little marbling effect into it as well that really kind of gives you a great interest and contrast to the flowers. And when the flowers go off in the first frost, the flowers will fade away. You'll still have some interesting look with the greenery. Yep, absolutely.
Okay, so here's what, first of all, this is the most affordable item in the show. It's less than $30. You're going to get 3 of these plants for $29.96. If you use your Q card, that's less than $10 a month. And just so you know, too, this one, free shipping and handling. I wrote down what you had said. You said these are what we call low and massing plants.
Yeah,
what do you mean by that,
Well,
Sam?
I like to use a lot of these together to create that really, I mean, you can imagine if you see all these together, you create this really beautiful mass of pink color.
Almost like ground cover, but a little higher, I would imagine.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely a little bit taller, but you can see just the pink just sort of rides right over top of the foliage. I like to use these on like edge of the woods because they do handle some shade. They will get the flowers with the shade. So it's just nice for partial shade areas that get a little bit of dappled sun. Will still produce the flowers that you see. Most plants, if they are in the full sun, produce more flowers. This one will take some of the shade, so that's always a good plant. You can plant on a woodland area, or if you have a balcony or that gets some shade and when the sun moves over.
This will work.
And these are great in containers too.
Okay, and it's also deer resistant.
This is very A on the list of a deer resistant plant,
so
it's
like
really
Brussels sprouts for deer.
Correct.
Because they don't like it.
Right. We like to say deer
like
resistant too, because deer, if they get hungry enough,
they'll
eat anything. But
so
this is high on the list of a deer resistant plant, yes.
Let's talk about the bulbs that these are going to come in.
Correct.
And what that looks like.
So this is the difference. Again, industry standard, which we talked about before, that you get as a first year bulb and then this is the Breck's difference.
This is what's going to get sent to you, not this.
Absolutely. So this is what gives you this with over 50 flowers that will come up when you plant that the first season. Again, more robust plant, a little bit bigger plant, and then obviously the more flowers that you get. With the first year industry plants, you probably wouldn't even get many flowers at all. But with this Breck's Mammoth bulb, you really do get the first flowers, and you're just ahead of the game.
Yeah, it's called instant gratification. I mean, think about it. You plant it. When do these actually bloom?
So these will bloom late summer, midsummer, and then they'll bloom all the way to the fall. The flowers will fade out after the first frost, but the leaves will actually stay because they are a hardy version. There are less hardy versions that you can get in the southern parts of the region, or you get them during the holidays for gifts and plants. This is a hardy version, so the leaves will actually survive a frost and a couple of freezes, but then it'll start to fade out, but it will come back the following year.
Wow. So, okay, here's the thing. 600 sets already ordered. These are going quickly. We don't have a lot of any of these to go around. In fact, I can tell you right now, we started with about 1,000 sets, and we have right now 600 gone. So the thing is, I want you to realize is that you're getting 3 of these plants. So these will spread like, I mean, so if we start with 3 and we want to cover, X amount of area, they'll spread out and kind of take up that space?
They will. They'll be about 12 to 18 inches apart the first season when you plant them, but then they'll continue to expand and fill in as you go. So you want to plant them about 18 inches apart, 24 inches apart, because then they will grow in.
This is one of the most beautiful pink plants I've seen. This is incredible, and it's called Cyclamen and hardy, and it goes back to why are you buying Breck's? Breck's has been in the business since 1818, but here's something that they're doing for QVC that they're not doing for anywhere else. In fact, it's a real rare and unique program for the whole industry, and that is to send out to you already matured bulbs that have already gone through a full season, and you're getting them really second season, but it's your first season. And so you're getting your most beautiful flowers right
We're
there.
giving you that head start so that your plants will be more vigorous and have more flowers that first season. So we're helping you in the garden. So that's what we're all about with Breck's.
Fewer than 200 of these sets remain. I don't know when we're going to get some more back in. And because this is their very first show, their premiere show, I wouldn't count on it that you're going to just be able to get everything whenever you want, because they're kind of, just assimilating to QVC. So we have peonies coming up next that are just striking. And I want to let you also know that coming up in about 20 minutes, we have these beautiful star